conversation. Now let's talk inflation. For the month of October, inflation hit 6.9%, a rise from September's 6.8%. And I want us to look at some of the figures in regards to the changes that we have seen year on year. One of the biggest changes we saw is in regards to commodities, and commodities under transport. We understand it contributed to 13.6% year-on-year inflation rise. So transportation movement is quite a critical factor when it comes to any economy, and we've seen is a major contributor. Of course, cost of fuel has a big part to play in that regard. Let's move on to the next one. We also saw another contributor, housing, waters, matters to do with electricity, 7.8% year-on-year, which is quite a concern. Let's look at the next one. Now, this one touches on food, because the major drivers normally fuel and food. For food and non-alcoholic beverages, 7.8% contribution towards that. And as you will see later on, actually, onto the next slide, here we take a look at the food inflation, and this represents the month-on-month change in prices. Now, potatoes, Irish potatoes, people love waru. Yes, it's been going up. Actually, from the previous month to last month, it rose 9.6%, and a kg was trading at 111 shillings and 59 cents. Tomatoes also was another major contributor, 5.4% up month on month. And we had wheat flour, the white one, dropping marginally at 0.8% to 189 shillings and 55 cents per 2 kg packet. Now let's talk energy, because that's another huge concern. 50 kilowatt hour electricity actually went up 3.3%. This is on a monthly basis, costing an average of 1,388 shillings and 99 cents. We understand the fossil fuels, petrol, it went up 2.7%, and diesel went up 2.2% up to trade at 206 shillings per litre. So the big question is, even as we experience inflation, now it's going up. I understand it is within target range, which is a good thing according to economists in the government. Question is, it's not been easy for majority of Kenyans, and this ushers us into the discussion about the role of credit. And right now, I'm joined by Ansela Mumbi, who's the General Manager. Tala, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here.
I mean, look at those numbers. Inflation now, it sort of went down. Now it's going up. Mm-hmm. I don't know when this happens to wananchi. How does that reflect in your business of credit?
Yeah, one of the things I'd like to preface it with is, what is the role of credit, and what is the role of companies such as Tala and other digital credit providers? I think of it as being a bridge whenever there's an income gap for a customer. So if you think about inflation and the trend we've seen starting from COVID, moving into an election year, and right now continuing to see rising inflation, then of course the role of credit increases since a lot of income has not gone up within the market. However, the cost of goods is going up. Okay. So it means that a lot of Kenyans are not in a place to be able to cover their costs with their income, even if they actually move forward to supplement their income. So how we think of our role is, how do we play that bridge, even as consumers start to identify new ways to essentially close their income gap.
All right. And when the consumer is hit, it means that